the Bengals and the Black Knights, next on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Black Knights of Columbus taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. A full left side to start out. That's complete.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, too big.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Well, they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 81 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in. swing from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for a punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So this game, Charles, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now. Here, and now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
Ready?
They'll come out in the pistol.
11 MT.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Burrow going to set up the draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down now. Whitfield. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Oh, able to avoid him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Slot man moves right.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
fighting through to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
11.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The slot man in motion right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
McPherson's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They go play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Cook.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Burrow.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Nixon.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Mayer there to bring it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense. Don't do us like that.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Whitfield. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Stop.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Bengals continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
You. 13. Middle. Cannot.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. No return. Sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Now it's Hill. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Hill now to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready.
Hill. That'll be complete to Cook. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hill on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try the air now with Hill. Buying time, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Out of the gun, Hill. Under pressure, they got him again. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but
They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. To throw is Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a 6. First down, Columbus.
Jackson will throw again. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
First down, Black Knights.
Now Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Back to throw. Hill. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action. It's Hill. Dumps it off to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jackson now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Hill going to keep it on the option right. Shouting through the defense. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Really good effort. He does it himself. Picks up 15. Also picks up the 1st down. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice game there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the 1st down marker. But as you noticed, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
And saving one of his best for the 4th quarter. For the winning team here, Charles, and that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for.